Hello, hello. I just got out of the shower. I actually have to go to work tomorrow, so it's an interesting situation, me being on right now. So I've decided to make unwise decisions, and I wanted to go live since I didn't do anything else today aside from I saw a movie with my friend Nick. That was fun. We went to the theaters to watch Sinners, the Michael B. Jordan film. I don't know if he directed it, but he's in it, and that was the big name that I saw when I did a quick Google search because I wasn't planning on going. He just invited me in the morning, and I was like, "Ooh, sure, yeah, I got nothing going on." Uh, so pretty good film. I liked it a lot actually. Uh, Pretty long. I had to pee like halfway through, but I held it. So I hope that's a testament to how good the film is. Uh, yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. But now I get to go to a different vibe, a different scene. Uh, no pun intended. And I get to play Ghost of Tsushima because I was thinking about that after I got out of the shower, what my how close I am to being done with it, and I was thinking a lot about what I want to do for the stream and everything that I have planned, um, and just all the stuff that I have to try to accomplish in the near future. Uh, People I gotta contact, not just for stream stuff, but just in general. But it's like people I gotta contact, um, working out schedules for work, assets I want to create for the stream, things of that nature. And then that brought me to thinking about what else do I want to do for the stream and what else can I accomplish? What else can I derive from it? Uh, so eventually it had me thinking, oh yeah, once I finish playing this, I already have the very beginnings, the little seedlings of a video idea in mind. So I like playing it. I enjoy it. It's something that I can do that's pretty casual, but it also makes me feel like I'm making progress. So I'm looking forward to getting to the end and playing through it. But so that's why we're here now. That's why I didn't just go to bed after I got home. Black Panther director directed that one. It came out great. Um, yeah, I'd recommend it. I don't want to spoil it too much because the Google search that I made right before saying I'd come along was it did not do it justice. It wasn't wrong, um, but the pacing of the movie was different than I thought, and I really got engrossed in the first half, and then that kind of set it up really well for the second half. So it was good, enjoyable. All right, but where I left off here is I'm gonna work my way north manually from where I am and try to hit this because this is a part of the quest to unlock the Mongol commander's armor, and it's one of the last two keys that I need. The other one being up here. So once I do that, that should hopefully help me clear out a good chunk of this space, as well as, of course, this one right here, leaving me with just a few spots on this province that haven't been discovered yet. And if I can get around to this one, then I can work my way back to the south to hit up the story mission. I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight, but I'm hoping that I can make a good amount of progress, at least finish those two settlements. So, we gotta head west though, and because my marker's to the north, I know that traveling this way, left of where the wind is guiding me, is what's going to bring me to the edge of the map so I can get through that little blockade, or that checkpoint that, that Jin has claimed with his allies. Bro, I don't know why it is that the animals always choose to run at exactly the pace where you would run into them if you're riding at full speed. Anyhow, how are you doing, Navi? What you been up to? They doing some kind of training over there? Also, is that lighthouse lit? It is. Good. There's some supplies there. I'm already getting sidetracked. The moment I see anything collectible, I'm just like, yeah, let me go get that. I was hoping I'd get more flowers while I was down in Toyotama, but I'm not necessarily surprised because I did fast travel after passing through this checkpoint, and then I fast traveled back, so I think I only collected like 2 flowers. But it's okay. I'll get more. And I know they're pretty common over there, as well as in Izuhara, so I'm not super concerned about it. If I need more, I know where to go to get them. Sorry, my nose is bothering me. I didn't want to sniffle into the microphone. All right, let me look and see where I'm at in the map and how it's looking. Okay, so the wisest decision would be for me to go follow the road to the right, see what I can clear out along this path. I suspect that I might end up encountering another fort along the way or something of the sort, because that is a pretty big chunk of map to go through. And of course, I see this patrol here. I actually am going to engage in battle with them. Although, not much battling to do there. It's much faster just to bow them down, so that's what we did. I just heard the chirp of a golden bird or something to discover, I think. I suppose it's this encampment up here, this settlement they've claimed. You appear to be wearing a helmet. Assassinate enemy from above. That I can do. I did not know I was on that. I forgot that I even used the explosive arrows recently. I'm so glad they don't just automatically alert people. Okay. Assassination from above. I did see there was a dog, so I'm a little concerned about that. Do a little ninja roll. Please tell me I get my explosive arrows and my heavy arrows back. I got my heavy arrows. Good, good. Oh, I got both my explosive arrows. Cool. Okay, there's an archer over there that I can probably get rid of. He fell? Why would he fall? They never fall. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to enter from that side, much as I would like to. Actually, you're both facing the opposite direction. Ah, good, good. I don't know why I can't get an aerial assassination there. Now I can. Okay, there's gonna be a collectible, if not in this building, somewhere near it. You two face opposite each other, don't you? Yep. Gotta love it. I'm so glad that doesn't immediately alert people. Because that would have been so unfortunate. I had like a perfect assassination lined up and good pacing, and then it just gets ruined. Okay, surely I can't get an assassination through these kinds of doors, right? Oh, I forgot that you can squeeze through this, though. Okay, will you let me... There we go. Good, good. Okay, at this point, objective's done. I could just go in. I was gonna say guns blazing, but I guess that's not exactly the best terminology, is it? Okay, you're not exactly facing me, but you're not facing away from me. I'd definitely be in your peripherals. You've turned the opposite way, actually. That's good. Not quite everybody, but we're getting there. What do we got now? Mahakala mask. Revered in Buddhism as a guardian deity, Mahakala is depicted in many forms, but most often as an imposing presence with a black face, 3 eyes, and a crown of 5 skulls, believed to represent the transmutation of negative afflictions, the 5 kleshas, into the 5 wisdoms. Mahakala's incorporation into Mongolian shamanistic rituals is just one example of the impact Tibetan Buddhism has had on the nomadic tribes of the Asian steppes. Okay. I guess I'm curious what it means by the transmutation of negative afflictions into the 5 wisdoms. I'd like to do a little bit of slaughter action if I can, but I'm kind of doubting it. I think I can actually here. Sure enough. Alright, well, I'm glad that one actually worked. I know last time I was playing when I tried to get an assassination prompt mid-air, it did not let me actually go through with the animation. I think I just fell down and struck him with my sword. Although maybe the prompt never actually came up, I don't know, it might have been my fault. But whatever the case, this place has been liberated and looted. Except for these supplies here. That's a lot. Alright. Well, that clears a lot of space. That's pretty good. Half of what I was looking to clear. I know my horse is kind of running up to me now. Sorry, horse, I wanted to go get my ammo back. Alright, now we can be on our way. Now, there was an artifact by the Jitos Foothills that I never got to claim. It's a little disappointing. I didn't get to find where it was, but it's on my mind. You appear to be another leader. I can probably get up close enough to you to... Okay, I'll steal one of their horses, give mine a rest. Anything else? Don't think so. I don't think I've been to that settlement ahead of me, so I'll hit that, and then it looks like there might be a path over the water here. Maybe a bridge somewhere up ahead, but I don't quite see one yet. If anything, the water gets pretty shallow there, and there's some sandbanks. Not really sandbanks, but just banks that I can use to cross over. Little islands. I'm surprised that this place doesn't seem occupied. Oh, there are civilians. Good. Good. Well, I won't trouble them or search around. I think if there were any collectibles, I'd have heard the firefly, and I didn't, so it's all good. Alright. Some enemies up ahead. I don't recall seeing those red flowers across the way, so after I deal with them, I'll take the bridge. I don't want to kill the horse, so I can poison dart one of them. Okay. We need to get, there we go. Let's say another poison flower, but it worked out. I think they have a hostage. Oh, I had been over here. This is where the father was mourning his son, so I can just cross over back this way. That'll take me along where I want to go. Bit of a closer route to my next objective. I am going to fire on these guys, see if I can get this schmovin'. I think you're wearing a helmet. Oh, a dog counts. You know, I was curious if that was the case. Alright, let me get back to this lady. Yeah, one sec. Sorry, I was checking the bodies. Gladly, thank you. 3? Okay, never mind. There we go, that's more like it. Maybe not gladly. I got scammed. Alright, and the horse that I had seems to have run off. That's okay. I got my own. Okay, so as it turns out, I had not been near these red bushes. I approached that little farmhouse, or whatever that is, from a different path. But there's another base up here, and I think that is an enemy. I know some of them have warrior monks. At least one of them, the ones that I found, had a warrior monk in it. So I don't know if this is enemy occupied or not. I feel like I recognize being here. There was a warrior monk right here. And they like aggroed onto him for some reason. Okay, yeah, so I did liberate this place already. So I can actually go back. Oh, that's right, I was gonna go along the river. I think I already gathered everything for my poisons. I did. Good, good. I thought I heard a bear, but then I heard the pig squealing, so no, I guess it was the guys up the hill were fighting the bear. Just grabbing these flowers. Okay, so this has cleared out a good chunk now. I'm glad. Mostly just this space that I'd like to discover. But once I go up this hill, should be a little bit better. I see some more hallucination flowers over there, but I'm not going to gather them. Okay, so this is enemy territory. I'll leave my horse nestled between these little rocks. Not little rocks, between these crags, I guess. I don't know, geography features. Geographical. Some flowers up there, which would imply to me that that's accessible somehow, so I might try my best to get up to it. But it wouldn't surprise me if there's something up on top of this as well. Oh, hey, sure enough. And then I thought that... Oh, there's a camp over there. I thought there was a shrine. I think I kind of see the little antenna on the top of it. At the edge of that mountain. The other side of it. Could be wrong. But I'm not going to venture all the way over there when my objective seems to be... Oh, it's not right here, but there are enemies. Okay, can Jin climb that? No, I see something right here. Yeah, there we go. So maybe this is going to be another encampment that I haven't discovered yet. Enemy territory? No? I guess not. Is that guy, that's not a warrior monk, is it? No, that's a Mongol. Okay, Jin's not having a good time going down here. I figured he'd be able to slide down somehow. Because I don't think I can get back up now. There we go. I wonder how high I can be for an assassination. Like if I could attack from up here or not. Trying to get Jin to rotate to face the ladder though, and it looks like he doesn't want to. Oh, there we go. Okay, so not relevant to what I was going. What the fuck are you doing in there? How did you get in there? Do you even fit? You don't. What the fuck? What were you doing in that? Stupid horse. Alexa, play 100 Gex. Yikes. Don't mind me, fellas. I'm not doing any devious deeds. Alright, good luck to you. It's vomit time. Got a lot more confidence when I was running away from you. Gate turned on. Alright, well, I'm gonna need more lethal poison now. Oh, hey, well. The video game has answered my requests. Okay, so if I go this way, it'll be something that I haven't discovered yet. I think that fire is the The village that was burning? I don't remember actually, I'm not gonna lie. I can't see it quite well from here, so... But I am curious if that's like a currently occupied camp or something of those lines. Yeah, pretty sure that's the village. Okay, is there any reason for me to go left here versus right? Not necessarily. I'm going to, because I think eventually I can just... Yeah, I can just turn at this fork in the road, discover a little bit more of the map while I'm over here. And it looks like there's another fire over there. I'm curious what that's going to be. I don't need to see it right now, but... Could be a side quest or something. I don't know why else there'd just be a random campfire. I haven't seen that anywhere else. Well, it's down the road from another Mongol camp that I haven't been to yet, so... Oh, actually this is the camp that I'm going to. Didn't even realize. Good enough for me. Okay. I'm gonna go up the mountainside over here. Release the falcons, kill staggered enemies. Got it, got it. Think that should be doable. You are coming a little closer to me than I'd like. Go ahead and turn for me. Please. That was a weird flicker. Thank you. Come on. I honestly thought when he didn't immediately magnetize the next ledge that he was just gonna fall. Okay, I actually want to be able to get over there, but seems like it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Not too bad actually, I'm just going around instead. Is what it is. Okay. Actually, the deeper I can get over here, the better, I think, because attacking from the side is going to be real awkward. Man, this camp is big. Cool, there's a passage down. That's nice. Staggered enemies, though, means I'm going to have to get into a fight. I mean, I don't gain anything from it, though. It's not like I need any more rep. Can I get a triple here? Ooh, baby, a triple? The flickering in this part of the camp is getting a little bit severe. If it gets much worse, I'll turn off frame gen or find out what else I have to do to fix it, but Okay, I don't know why it's not giving me an assassination prompt on these guys. There we go. Hopefully that counts. Falcons, that's what they are. They're falcons. Oh, hey. Gunpowder. Derived from Chinese firearms and gunpowder weapons, Mongol cannons and bombs are a core component of their arsenal. An illustration of gunpowder warfare in action, the Mongol invasion of Japan showcases many well-documented examples of explosive bombs. Well, alright. Okay. So they're a little bit lower than those guys and have a wall in front of them. This guy is surrounded by 3 dogs. So I think he's pretty much safe. It's going to be really hard for me to kill him without alerting the dogs, or without the dogs alerting anybody else. I think I'm going to have to go along this ridgeline, and then once I kill these guys, I might be able to use an explosive arrow. Because the dogs don't have that much health. Okay, but there is a slight issue of the fact that that's a window. Oh, is that a door? I think that is a door. I might be able to get into the building. I was hoping I could get on the roof, but that is a door. Hey, more records. Conversations with the Con 7. I was hoping there'd be more of this. All Kutan Khan wants is to talk about this ghost. Apparently, Lord Shimura's nephew has half the island believing he is some kind of vengeful samurai spirit, returned from the dead to stop the Mongol invasion. Ridiculous. The young man is an upstart supported by a band of sad misfits, if the rumors are to be believed. Sorry, let me start this over again. I'm stumbling over the syllables here. Okay, conversations with the Khan 7. All Kutan Khan wants is to talk about this ghost. Apparently, Lord Shimura's nephew has half the island believing he is some kind of vengeful samurai spirit, returned from the dead to stop the Mongol invasion. Ridiculous. The young man is an upstart, supported by a band of sad misfits, if the rumors are to be believed. But Jin Sakai daily occupies Koten's thoughts, far more than what is warranted, in my opinion. Koten sees an opportunity to divide the people, who seem to adore the ghost, from Lord Shimura and the other samurai. I have no doubt he can, and will exploit this to his advantage. I'm doing well, Sword Art Queen, how are you? I'm getting back into the story a little bit. Well, not really the story, I'm doing a side quest right now, clearing out these camps so I can get the Mongol commander armor, but I'm getting to the end, I think. I got to the part where they deleted my horse. It was pretty sad. Okay, I'm wondering if this guy turns. I think he's about to. But yeah, I'm excited for I'm pretty certain, based off the fact that there are saddles to unlock, that I'll be able to get another horse at some point. Oh, you're an archer. So you don't turn. Uh, a few streams ago, yeah. I've been in Act 3 for, I want to say, like 3 or 4 streams. So it's not like I'm just getting in here, but yeah, I haven't made a whole lot of progress yet. Okay, so that counts as a slaughter. I can kill you without alerting him. Okay, now that they're gone, I'm going to use an explosive arrow on this guy, because I don't think there are others close enough to be alerted by the arrow. I'm trying to remember the last story mission that I did. Oh, I liberated... That's what it is. I liberated Fort Kaminadake to get Jin's allies back here, and I just haven't regrouped with Yuna yet to continue the story. So the next one says, plan the attack on the Khan stronghold. I'm guessing there are going to be a couple more, because if it just said attack the Khan stronghold, then I'd be like, okay, that's pretty short chapter 3, but I'm almost certain something's going to come up. There's no game sound? Oh, thank you for letting me know. I forgot to unmute that. I'm glad I didn't get super deep into the stream without resolving that. Also, I forgot to open my graphics driver software. So that might be why some of the flickering was happening. I need to wait for it to like pop up in my taskbar. There we go. Alright, I feel bad for the dogs, but only so much a man can do. At least it was quick. Okay. Wow, another banner all the way down there. Can I even get back up here easily? Not easily. I might save that for last. Okay. So as long as you stay facing the opposite direction, I think I can get this guy once he goes over towards this tent. Although he might be in sight of that one, unless he goes in the building. And I think if there's anybody at that edge of the camp, which I can see there actually is, someone just stood up, but he's not in range. I won't be able to see him in my, whatever this, like, this stealth detection mode is. This is the wrong arrow. I'm glad I noticed before I just let go of another explosive arrow. It'll be the second time this happened. Weird. I'm glad to know that, because I figured there was almost no way that the story for Act 3 was super short, but at the same time, without it revealing, or without it implying that there was going to be, more strongly implying there'd be more to follow, I didn't want to do like the second to last story mission and not do the side quests, you know? So I did everything. I finished out Norio's side quest, Masako's side quest, and Ishikawa's, so I've done everything for all the side characters by now. I forget that I have to kill 3 staggered enemies, so maybe I'll leave those ones to fight. I mean, there are plenty. Let me take that guy out, though. Please don't see the body. Hey, you didn't. Lucky me. Okay, and I don't think you're gonna see this guy either. Okay, the last banner is the one that's in that little crevice. Let's see, I'm pretty good on stealth kills so far. I'm not super concerned about getting all the rest that I'm gonna have to. Alright, there's one. Okay, getting past that guy might be a struggle. I would prefer to leave only a few enemies to deal with, as far as getting the staggered kills go. So let me see if I can't deal with some of these guys up here first, especially at the highest point. Let me do it from over here. Yeah, let's get this guy. Thank you. Okay, weird. So it sounds like Act 3 isn't super long, but it is definitely longer than I was concerned that it might be. Not that it would have been that big of a deal if it's short, as long as the missions that are in the act are good, but I'd have been pretty surprised if there were like 3 missions in Act 3, and 2 of them you're forced to complete, just in getting into the act. Are you gonna be able to see me? No, you're not. When the prompt disappeared, I honestly thought I was about to totally botch that, but I'm glad I didn't. Okay. I think at this point I can probably get into actual combat, because there are only 5 people left. And I believe this guy is going to be a commander? The chain assassinate is so tempting. I could probably... Yeah, I could probably stagger kill the other 2. As long as this one doesn't get scared. I want to get a perfect parry kill, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I guess if I get a perfect parry though, it'll scare him. Or has a better chance to. There we go. Okay. It is the shortest act. I did kind of figure that would be the case. Because, like, I get the impression that Act 1 had to be pretty long to establish the mechanics of the game and whatnot. And then, of course, some of the characters. But, yeah, Act 2 was admittedly a little bit longer than I thought. But I think that's also because I learned from Act 1 to do everything that I could in Act 2 before moving on. So that's what I did. I fully discovered that part of the map and went from there. So I just spent longer in Act 2 than I had to if I were to straightline the story, but I'm not upset about that. I still have the DLC to do as well, so that'll help. You know, it says kill General Bartu, but is he gonna come out after I destroy the black powder cache? Alright, I have to go light that, don't I? Forgot. Yeah. No, we got an audience here. Cool, cool. A lot of people. See, now I'm kind of wishing I would have worn that armor that I got from the duels. I forgot what it's called. But that special straw hat armor. Because I could have hit him with a kunai and made him super weak. Wow, I'm getting rolled. Oh, I'm not even in the right stance. That was quick. I'm like just getting straight from winning the duel to just immediately looting the body. Alright. Piece of Mongol armor. A piece of Mongol armor custom built for Khotun Khan. Found at Bartu's mining camp. I'm glad I actually get to see each individual piece. I feel like it'd be weird to wear it, but it is interesting that I get to see how they're all separate in the menu instead of like the keys from Gosaku's armor. If you think about it, he's the reason that his uncle was kidnapped, and the reason his horse died, and the reason his best friend... Yeah. Yeah, it's no surprise to me that Jin kind of has nothing left other than killing the Khan. So I can't really blame him for, like, kind of just straight lining it. Also, I don't know what other goals there would be in this part of the map, because he's already made it through Izuhara, where he saved Lord Chimera, and then he went through Toyotama, where they reclaimed Lord Chimera's castle. But going to the north, the only thing left, whether Lord Chimera turned against him for being the ghost or not, would have been to kill the Khan, because his home's in Toyotama. So, like, all of the stakes that Jin had would have ended in that part of the map in Act 2, were it not for the fact that the Khan were still around. So, I think even if everything went perfectly and Taka didn't get killed, and Ryuza didn't turn against him, and Lord Chimera didn't turn against him, and all of that, even if you just stayed winning the entire time, he still probably would have steamrolled his way to Khotun Khan. That's just my guess. But yeah, it is a little bit of a shame that no matter how many victories Jin gets, they always have a caveat to them, it seems. So, And I expect that that theme's going to stay pretty consistent, in all honesty. Oh, right, I forgot that I got the gold so I can upgrade my katana now. It's the final upgrade. Good, good. Alright, let me take a look at the map now. See how much that reveals. Pretty good chunk. This is looking much, much better now after yesterday and today. Or not yesterday, but the last stream and today. Just kind of have 4 major areas, I guess, to discover. This one I would imagine will come as I discover this, of course, and proceed along the story. This one I don't know when I'm going to get to, and then these two, same thing. But we're getting close. Let me actually zoom in to focus on that. There we go. Alright, last piece of armor. I do kind of wonder if it would make more sense for Jin to get the armor after killing the Khan, or before. I'm just doing it now because it was available in the first place, like this mission. So, gameplay-wise, I feel like it kind of directs the player to do the side quests first, especially based off the first and second act. That is true, that is true. Oh, he wins those. Did he? Okay, you're just after me now. Come on, Bear, let's think about this. Yeah. Get your get back. Alright, have fun, Bear. That's true, yeah. There are some positives to come out of it. I imagine it's pretty hard for all of them to see that in the moment. It's hard to see the forest through the trees, but I would hope that afterwards there's a sense of gratitude for the little victories. Oh, hey. Whoa. Okay, I guess I could just fumble. Bro, can you kill him trying to kill your archer? I was hoping to be there, but I'm not gonna lie. Your turn. I agree. I actually was going to mention that at some point. I recognize that the Khan is a very cruel person, but he's not. Like, his logic is sound. The things he does are very immoral. He's definitely a villain, but that doesn't make, like, his. Again, it doesn't make his logic wrong. Is the bear still... Bro, okay, feast, bro. I know you're in it for the sport, but plenty of bodies there for you to enjoy. I'm gonna let you live your life. Yeah, because reading the... Was it Messages of the Khan? I forgot what it is. Conversations with the Khan in the collections. Is it in records? Yeah. Like, he makes a really good point, saying... There we go. So it describes his account of the history in Mongolia and the way that that government structure was kind of toppled because the what does it say here? Because Kublai's rivals had too rigid of an adherence to the old ways of the steppes. There we go. Uh, and then he sees the same thing in Lord Shimura. He feels that because he's so bound by principle, uh, it's going to limit him from being able to defend his people, which is exactly what the case has been. And Jin sees that in that transitioning from Act 2 to Act 3, if he had just let Lord Shimura charge headstrong across the bridge after going through all of the effort to repair it, and after losing so many men doing that the first time, when they clearly were not interested in engaging in an honorable fight, they were trying to trap them and deceive them and blow them up. So that way they were in a situation that they just couldn't fight back. For Lord Shimura to be so bound to that tradition or that sense of honor that he was willing to sacrifice his people to do it again and refuse to hear Jin out about that, I recognize that, yeah, that Khoten Khan is, like, he's smart. He sees that and he's right. What he does is wrong, but what he has to say about what he observes is pretty accurate. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting because, again, it doesn't make him seem like less of a villain. He's still a very vile person. Like, even on the merit of, like, they're invading the land in the first place. They just came here to siege and to take. But also turning, like, Ryuzo against his own people, using Jin's, like, tactics against him by kind of spreading this propaganda, and making it so that way every step that Jin makes towards freeing Tsushima is a step back from having the life he wants. It's pretty smart. Like, I don't admire him for it by any means, but I do respect his thoughtfulness, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I can venture up through this road, past this fox den, get to where I need to go. Exactly, exactly. Like, his planning, totally sound. The way it's working out is, like, pretty much exactly what he's described. Which obviously Jin doesn't know all of it, because he's only actually encountered him twice. The first time around, he just got his shit rocked. So, I can't act like Jin should feel any differently than he does, with just this hunger for vengeance. But, as the player, having the additional context, it creates a really interesting dynamic between, not between Jin and the player, I guess, but, like, an interesting difference between Jin and the player. And that, like, I think that what Jin's doing is right, but I also know that this isn't going to work out, like, for the best for him, no matter how he does it. But I also agree with Jin that I think this is the only way that he could do the right thing. I think resorting to these methods that disappoint his uncle and separating himself from his previous relationships because of the... I mean, really, it's only his uncle, though, that, like, disagrees with him. Because even Masako says, whatever you have to do to stop more more fathers and sons from dying.
Thank you.
And
stay safe.
then
Please, take this.
Ishikawa acknowledges that Lord Shimura's too strict with it as well. So, like, those two don't disagree with what Jin's doing by this point, and Kinji and Yuna and Taka all admired Jin for acting in the way he is and doing what he has to do. So it's just that his relationship with his uncle's at risk. And I guess his, like, the relationship he'd already established with his father, that too. But his father's not around, and Jin kind of has to create his own sense of resolve that what he's doing is right. Because I think he feels that grief of not saving his father when he could have. And so, while in this case he can't approach it the way maybe his father would have wanted him to, at least he's doing the right thing. Or at least, like, at least the ends are good, even if he disagrees with the means. But interestingly enough, that also makes him more like Goten Khan. He just has, I think, better morals. Some of the best decisions are never easy, even after them. Yeah, exactly. I really am interested to see, like, what the result of all of this is, so I'm glad that I'm taking some time tonight to progress through this side quest, and then I would suppose would really only have the storyline after this. Okay, so this is the camp. Let me go up the mountain again, scout from above. I do agree. It was interesting to me that his father, like, called upon him for help. Because it sounds like Jin believes his father is pretty wise, especially with Yuriko, like everything she's had to share about him, and the things that Jin didn't know about him, because she had so many stories from when Jin was a child about her relationship with Lord Sakai. So I feel like maybe it's just seeing someone in their final moments, like, practically pleading for their life with whatever chance they have, but I imagine that kind of leaves Jin with this sense of remorse, but it's difficult for him to have the wisdom that his father might have had otherwise, to know that, yeah, like, he was a teenager. What was there any guarantee that the man that was good enough to kill Jin's father, that Jin could have stood up to him? Probably not. But I don't know if Jin will realize that by this point in his life. There must be so much going through his head, though, I gotta say. With a hallucinating foe. Okay, that could be interesting. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm actually gonna change, because I have something that has charms that makes it that way. Well, maybe I don't have it on this, but I can throw one on real quick. The charm that makes it that way anybody that's hallucinating does more damage. There we go. Oh, that's an archer. Oh, he already got a kill? Do you just win those? I guess so. Wow, I'm kind of astonished. That charm is crazy. I'm gonna take it off now, but... yeah, that was nuts. Maybe it sounds a little weird, but I appreciate the fact that I've been able to actually, like, I don't say speed through, but to continue to play while having the conversation and expressing the thoughts, because for the past, I would say, month or so, man, he is cruel now. He's not even gonna put the guy out of his misery. For the past month or so, I've been struggling to multitask in that regard. Like, I either lock in and play decently, or I don't, and I struggle. So I'm glad that now I can kind of do both. Okay, admittedly, now that I've already finished what I needed to, I kind of want to mount the Hwacha. Like, I'm already here, right? Are there hostages to free? No, there are not. Can the Hwacha reach over there? It can. Ooh, and there's an explosive barrel, I think? That looks like it's black powder. Maybe not. Doesn't look that red. Anyhow. Nice. Okay, I saw there was a marksman somewhere over here. Oh, you know what? I can get these guys. Oh, I'm out of arrows. It's all good. Okay, how do you know? Yeah, I honestly just went for it because I was impressed. Like, I was like, I could sell the rest of this, but the fact that it can go this far, I don't want to take that for granted. Okay, I thought I heard someone with a sword to my left, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, if I have an angle on those guys, I might be able to hit that. Let me just abuse this. I don't know if it can hit the guys that are that close to me, though. Oh, I do hear them. Am I tripping? I hear something, like, rubbing up against the mountain. It sounded like in my left ear. Okay, I don't really have an angle on them. Ooh, but I do have one on the people super far away. Okay, the people below me have taken notice. I have maybe one or two more bursts of this. And you know what? There we go. Oh, hey, you got up. He's just not a knower. Inattentive. I gotta say though, this whole being the ghost thing, it works for me. Because a part of me at first felt a little conflicted, thinking maybe I shouldn't fuck Jin over like this. Maybe I shouldn't play as someone that constantly compromises his principles. Maybe I'm developing some ludonarrative dissonance here. And then no. Like, he's just like... He's come around. Cool with me, I'm enjoying this. From a gameplay perspective. Let's get a little assassinate here. You know, I am curious about that because I heard a little bit about Atsu, and I feel like, I don't know, it just sounds a little cliche. Like, I was wondering what big bad they'd have for whatever her, I don't know, motivation is to become a ghost. But, I mean, I don't know if you already watched the trailer. I didn't see the trailer, I just read an article about it. But it basically just said, and I hope this isn't spoilers, so if you don't want to hear it, you know, feel free to mute for now or let me know. But it's like a revenge story. I can get a little more into it from the little knowledge that I have, but I don't know. I was expecting there to be some kind of historical event to correlate. Maybe there is one and I don't know. But all the knowledge that I gained from reading that article was like, okay, so... it's not like Jin. Like, Jin's got to deal with a much greater threat that would have come whether he was alive or not. Like, a threat that doesn't really, before Jin started doing what he did, didn't really have a direct knowledge or connection to him. Is there only this guy and some dogs? Oh, there's two people. Okay. Oh, there's more than two people. There's a guy over there, too. He's just cowering? I guess I can't really blame him. It's pretty smart, actually. Get undercover after an arrow camp that you weren't expecting. You know, now that I think about it, that's probably the smartest play. Running out and blowing the horn was not smart, but staying in the building was. Alright, let's read this. Once it gives me the pop-up for the records. There we go. Or the artifacts, sorry. The Ongun. In traditional Mongol mythologies, it is believed that after death, all shamans become wandering spirits, or Ongun. It is customary to construct consecrated idols within 3 years of a shaman's death, and either place them in the home Ongun, or in outdoor shelters, field Ongun. That's kind of neat. Alright, and now the records. Conversations with the Khan 8. Coincidence is a potential rift forming between the ghost and Lord Shimura. While I expressed doubt, he assured me the Empire has had long experience with such proud warriors. He said to me, Daizo, there is nothing easier than to prey upon the vanity of ambitious men. People say my grandfather, Genghis Khan, conquered the world because his armies were stronger, faster, and more ruthless than those who opposed him. Nonsense. Ruthless men make war everywhere. Genghis knew how to befriend enemies, and to turn his enemies against one another. That is what Lord Shimura and his nephew do not grasp yet, but I will teach them. May Kanon grant mercy to anyone who opposes this man. I do question why the artifacts or the records are out here. Because I guess Jin would be able to read all of this. Like, he would... Jin's the one finding them. Assuming he can read these, which it's from a Japanese scribe, so he should be able to. Then he would know. At the same time, maybe there's some, like, 4,000 IQ play coming out from... Okay, no peripheral vision. I guess the mask and hat probably do it. Take away a lot of that. Maybe there's gonna be some kind of 4,000 IQ play where all of these conversations that he's having with the scribe are just gonna mislead Jin into thinking that there's this rift between him and his uncle, and the loyalty is actually greater than he expects, but now Jin's doubting. It's like reverse psychology. Okay, there are a few more people. I'm gonna pause here for a moment. I have to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry. Okay, pardon the interruption. I had to go to the bathroom so bad, and I was trying to wait until I could finish this camp, and then I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be playing as well as I should or as patiently as I should if I have that in my mind the whole time. Is there a vent that I can use here? I saw there was this door. Or a window, rather, I guess. Aha, there's... Hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
That's quite the reach. I wonder if I can... Hey, don't worry about it. Okay. Alright, is there gonna be another powder keg? Sure enough, black powder cache. And it's over here, I see it. Nice. I actually am going to switch over to this other outfit, because I don't see how many more opportunities I'm gonna have to wear it. And I can say armor, that's what it is. And I'm interested to see if it works. Because I built it for... Yeah, the ghost weapons should deal a good chunk of damage. And then, if I get a perfect dodge, then I get my kunai back. As well as... Oh, the armor itself, that's what it is. If I strike someone with a ghost weapon, they deal 50% less and receive 50% more. So, a part of me is thinking maybe I should do different charms for this, though, too. I feel like I could do something better than Hachiman's Favor. Especially because of using this for dueling specifically. Then, there might be something that's better specifically for duels. Like, getting more resolve would be good, but... The only one I really see that'd be interesting is just the Charm of Ferocity to deal extra damage. It'd either be that or Charm of Resistance. Just to be a little bit more tough, I guess. %50 more likely to occur. Do I have anything with a percent chance of happening with this? No, not a percent chance. Okay. Right, all of these guaranteed do something? Yep. Okay, so then let me... I think I might just do double ferocity. Well, that does increase melee damage by a major amount. So maybe I'll do Inari's Might, advantage, and then a ferocity. So let me switch this. Inari's Might, advantage. Where's advantage again? There we go, advantage. And then just a regular old Charm of Ferocity. I actually might do the Charm of Ferocity above. And then double Charm of Advantage down here. There we go. I like the look of that. We're gonna finish this tonight. Not the game, but just the side quest and maybe one more story mission. I'm actually supposed to go to work in in 6 hours, so I should go to sleep pretty soon. But I didn't really get to do anything else today that I had planned to, or that I didn't actually have a plan for today, but I didn't get to stream earlier. And and I wanted to. So that's why I'm doing this. You sounded tired. This captain does not seem confident in himself. Yeah, I wish I could, but it'll probably be another... maybe 2 streams? Maybe 3? We'll see. But at the very least, the one after this should be committed to just main quest. Unless more side quests pop up along the way. But you can't use ghost weapons. Understood. Can you not? No, you can't. What a hit, what a hit. Alright, well if I can't use ghost weapons, then let me just put the other fit back on.
Every piece of the Mongol armor. I
Alright.
should return to the apprentice.
Piece of Mongol armor. A piece of Mongol armor custom built for Kutan Khan. Found at Dokshun's mining camp. These are the boots. Those are a little goofy. Can't lie. I guess they're riding boots. They should have the pointed toes. Here's my technique point. So I should be at 8 that I've stacked up now. Okay, I definitely could use some more arrows. Okay, and 3 more undiscovered locations up here. I don't need to see those right now. I don't think any of them are going to be quests. I mean, I imagine there are at least a few more, but not particularly worried about it. Is that an arrow rack? No, it looks like a normal tanning rack. Actually, I see some pouches. That is. No, it's a bunch of meat. Never mind. I lied. He was kind of general dog shit. He was much easier than the previous guy. I think only hit me like twice. We got Gyozin over here. What's up, pimp? Alright, I can't wait for these to just run directly in my path of travel. Oh, never mind. I guess they still could. Hello.
You'll be free soon.
They almost killed me, my lord. Thank you.
You're free. Find a safe place to hide.
There isn't one. The Mongols caught many of us at the crossroads nearby. They control the whole area.
Not for much longer. I'll see to it.
Well, I guess that reveals something. Map updated. Nearby? What do you mean nearby? That's like a full day's travel. Whatever. You can go plenty of other roads that I've cleared, except for that one. I think the bear might actually win that. Yoink. Ah. Thank you, bird. I was wondering where this would be.
Will the fire not light?
No, my lord. The wood is too wet, and my hands too cold.
Let me try.
The undying flame. I'm just gonna hit yes.
Never been so cold. You'd be better off somewhere warmer.
As would you, my lord. For now, share the fire with me, and listen to the tale of this mountain. Long ago, fire fell from the sky and landed atop Mount Jogaku. A lone warrior braved the dangerous climb and found a giant rock covered in flames. He touched his sword to the fire. Flames engulfed the steel, but left him unharmed. He created a new fighting style he called the Way of the Flame. The warrior took pieces of the rock west with him to China.
Yo, this story sounds
There he
cool.
sought answers about its origin from learned monks and scholars.
This could be its own game.
After months
Alright,
of
Sword Art
travel
Queen.
and research,
Sleep
fire
well.
fell
Good luck
from
with
the
fixing your sleep
sky
schedule,
once
and I
more.
appreciate it. Thanks for stopping
He
by.
led the
Good
people
talking
to
as
it
always.
and showed them it was nothing to fear. For he believed the Way of the Flame was a gift from the heavens, and he shared its secrets with all who wished to learn.
And what a good dude. Generous.
Handed down through generations, the Way of the Flame has returned to Tsushima. The Mongols wield it against our people.
I've noticed.
But rumor says the fire still burns atop Mount Jogaku, waiting for any who can survive the climb.
So you wish to know if the tale is true? Will you make the climb?
Not I, my lord. I told the story to a Ronin not long ago, and he began the climb. Though I fear the cold will take him.
I'll find what secret the mountain hides.
Okay, I don't plan to do this right now, but this might be a next stream activity. Because I can go back and reclaim the armor. Although, having both the armor and the Way of the Flame would be pretty cool. I gotta admit. Yeah, I don't know. It does. It does. I guess I could leave this for next time. and then return to the camp with both the Way of the Flame and the Mongol commander's armor. That would be pretty cool. Alright, I guess that's what I'll do. I like that idea. It wasn't what I was planning on, but we ball. I can rock with it. Good progress today, though. I've managed to clear out a very good portion of this map, and then clearing this out will also reveal this chunk. So I'll only have little bits and pieces of clouded areas with Fog of War remaining. Aside from, you know, the stuff down in Izuhara, which I still haven't cleared out, the west area of Kashin, and then this chunk in the middle of the island. So, but hey, it's okay. Look, I revealed all of Toyotama. Isn't that so good? And then we just won't worry about Iki Island. It's all the way over here. That's not real. Is something available? Oh, gift and upgrades available. I thought it said services available. All right. Wait, are there more mythic tales? Oh, this is an Iki. Okay. Understood. I was like, no way. Okay. This is the last one for the main story. Got it. Got it. All right. Well. Yeah, this will be a next stream activity. A little. We're getting a little sidetracked, but it's not that big of a deal, right? No biggie. Oh yeah. Quit. Whatever the case, this is a good spot for me to call it because I have to be at work in a little under 6 hours. So now I can get some sleep, and hopefully be set for a decent day. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll go live after work. I'll probably end up coming home and taking a nap, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, guys. I've had a good time tonight with this stream, and I hope that the next one will be pretty good too. And we'll see what else we get into. I don't know if I'm going to play some finals pretty soon. I probably should for World Tour. And then ranked, of course. I just want to hit plat to get the repeater. But everything else isn't that big of a deal to me. So we'll see. Man, my ears are red from these headphones. That's great. They don't hurt, but I guess they're staying warm. But yeah, so we'll see when I get into that. Who knows? And otherwise, look forward to getting back into this. I'm glad to know that there's only a few more story missions left before I'm done with the campaign itself, and then I just move on to the DLC and finishing all the other side quests and whatnot. I don't know what my percentage completion is, but I think I'm getting there, so I'm happy about that. So, all right, though. Enough yapping. Thank you guys. I've had a good time. I hope you did too. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Hopefully, I'll catch you all very soon. I wish you the best. Good luck with everything going on. And I think that's about it. Thanks again. Appreciate you. Love you. Have a good one. See ya. Best wishes. Good luck. Bye-bye.